How is it going, dudes and dudettes, and welcome to 7 Days to Die. Now, I'm not going to have 7 Days to Die because I've turned off the enemies because this is simply a informational video slash tour that I've been requested to do multiple times now, and I just, I was in the process of swapping things around because I bought a new rig. So I actually just installed OBS because I didn't have OBS. So new rig, completely new setup. I'll leave all the details to that in the description down below. Just showing off the base a little bit, I guess. Empty bird's nest. So I've got a few hundred hours in 7 Days to Die. That was my original home over there. Right there is the home that I guess spawned next to, question mark. And I figured out, you know what, I'm gonna secure this one, and I'm gonna live in here and then I turned around and I seen that little house, and I was like, wait a minute, that house is kind of cute, and I kind of want to live in that house. So there you have it. So this was not here. Actually, yes, this was here. Everything else I built over top. All this soil was not here. I did a lot of work. I did all these mountains. I built all of this to have some sort of security in what I wanted to do. Now I've been working a lot towards building my fortress to a multiplayer aspect. And on that point, anybody that wants to jump in the game with me and get some zomzoms killed, let me know down below in the comment section. I can share a Discord link or invite with you, and then yeah, we can play. So like I said, all of this was built by myself. I'm in the process of building all of these, which is a pain in the ass because right now I'm level 200 or 200 health, and when I have the enemies on, they constantly just attack me, and it's hard to actually build defenses while they're just constantly being destroyed. I don't play with the blood moons on. I honestly don't think I would be able to survive with a blood moon on by myself at the level that I am at. Maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't. I'm not sure. Again, you guys want to play? Comment down below. This one's not done either because I'm in the process of digging underneath. Ooh. So originally I only had the one row, and I figured, you know what, one row is not going to be good enough. So I went 3 rows, well, 1 row in height, and I had 2 rows in depth. And then I decided to change it up. So I went 3 rows in width, and I'm digging underneath and just placing them as I go. I am in the process of building more and more and more because you're going to need tons and tons and tons of those. So there's one tower. I did set up some lights around the tower. It's not very beneficial. In my eyes, anyway. Working alone, it's not very beneficial. Tower number 2, we're going to check those out. Identical towers, same size. They are lined up perfectly. And it took me a long time to do this. I'm going to show you the inside. Over there used to be, well, originally that was supposed to be my helicopter pad, thinking that the gyrocopter, which I have over here, gyrocopter, right? Yeah, gyrocopter, I thought could just simply go up and down, and then that would be the case, which is not the case. The case is it needs momentum to either stop or propel itself forward, hence the propellers in the back. So that idea just went right out the window, and I decided to do my garden up there. So I'll show you that area as well. I'm in the process of doing this as well. So just like my tower, I had this one too deep, too wide. Originally, this is where the zombies would constantly attack. They would come here. Now that used to be 3 wide. I destroyed it. Actually, no, it used to be 1 in there. So behind this layer of topsoil is a concrete wall all the way around. So in the case that they were actually to get through the spikes, get through the topsoil, they're gonna hit another concrete wall that goes too deep. So past the bottom ground there, and then all the way up to 1 before the top. So it's all covered with topsoil. It doesn't look like, I mean, I can take the shovel out and I can show you. If I can go right here. There's the wall right there. I want to refill that up though. There you go. Perfect. 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 Now I should be able to get back out. Before it used to be my ramp right here, where that's where the bike's still there. I just left it there. I didn't care about it. Not anymore. Because you'll see once I get down there. So I moved in here. I made this to be my house. I destroyed and renovated everything. I can share some pictures of what the actual house used to look like. If you want to see it, unfortunately, it'll have to be on my Discord. I don't have my my video editing software installed on the new rig just yet. Maybe I'll do it. And then I'll edit the video. Yeah, you know what? That's what I'll do. So you'll see the pictures at the end, what the house used to look like prior to me moving in. And then after me moving in, I put some stairs in over here because I do have a couple of turrets here. Like I said, they used to attack here all the time, so I would just perch myself up here and shoot them out. Now I've got lots of guns. Took me a long time to get all these guns. This is the inside. I got some food cooking. Oh, I had some food cooking. Food. Should be 50. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I had 8 on me. I'm going to pop these guys in here right away. And there you go. Alright, so there obviously is my fire. I wanted to keep the fireplace in the house. It looks nice. I keep my water here. And I keep my food here. My raw food right next to the fire. I got a little bit of storage up here. I made a living room little area. Like, again, so everything you see, I placed myself. I destroyed everything. The only thing I kept in this house was the desk, the chair, the filing cabinet. Make it livable. Make it look livable. So I put some beverage coolers. I put those in here. I'm a hoarder. I like to hoard absolutely everything. And then this is my food. So all my different kinds of food that I've collected during my looting experiences. Draw the map, which is obviously so much easier to do in the beginning of the game, which is getting very hard for me to do now. The front porch. Some reason the banister here, right? The banister? What, the railing, whatever. No, the banister goes up the stairs. That'd be the banister there. The railing got destroyed. I don't know how. I don't know why. The railing got destroyed, so I gotta redo that one. Up the stairs used to be 2 bedrooms on this side and a bathroom in the middle and a bedroom on this side as well. I kept the door and the porch original. There's my bed. And all of this is just storage. Frick. All my raw materials. I can actually put those in there because I have been working in the mine. I've been collecting lots of stuff for a long time. There's my repair kits. Scrap polymers. Nothing in that one. I've moved a lot of my stuff downstairs. Raw herbs. All my seeds. This is all mechanical stuff. It used to be mechanical stuff. There you go. Some mechanical stuff here. I'm at the point where I only have level 6 items, so I just keep my level 6 items and I get rid of everything else. But like I said, these are empty because I've done a lot of work down in the basement and I've brought a lot of my stuff there. Oil, springs, and lights. Engines, electrical components, and mechanical components. This is all my health stuff. So blood, adrenaline, health packs, vitamins, painkillers, antibiotics, whatever you want to think. My turrets, like I said, I've been working at this for quite some time, boys and girls. Batteries, spare batteries. I haven't had to use those. Crutches, aloe vera, bandages, this and that. On this side is not much anymore because I moved everything downstairs. Yeah. Nothing there, just bullets on this side. Shotty shells. These are handguns and those are magnum rounds. And then the rifle ammo. Shot a blank. Upstairs here I did this. This used to be my garden up here. I ran out of room, so I moved it. Alright, and this is just money notes. Treasure maps, which are actually pretty cool to use. You use it just like anything else. Once you have it on your inventory and you want to use it, you read it and it will show an icon on your map. Wait, so on the compass here at the top, if you're lucky enough, you're close enough, it will show. Otherwise than that, it will show on your map, which I've discovered a lot of my map. Boys and girls, it is a very, very, very big map. I've just got so much more to it. It's just, it doesn't, I don't want to say it doesn't end, like, because maybe the lake's here, maybe the lake's like right about here, and this is just entirely lake where I can't go explore it. I forget if this is the burnt area or this is the burnt area. I think this is the burnt area. The Winter Dome, I haven't explored much of it, but again, the lake is right there. So it's possible that this is just like a huge island. So it's possible that all of this area here is just nothing. Just water. And obviously I don't want to go over the water with the gyrocopter, run out of fuel, and then crash and die. I got a little flag here. This is the desert area. My flag is a mine that I've discovered for oil shales, which gives me gas for my cars, my trucks, and everything else. The map is huge. I mean, there's a lot of stuff for me to still explore, and then I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna explore absolutely everything of this map eventually. It's hard. All right, let's go downstairs. Hold on. This is the tools that so when I actually turn on the enemies or the zombies, which there's a lot of wildlife and zombies, I just grab my guns. So all my guns are here. There's my hunting rifle with the rounds. I keep my pistol on me all the time, regardless. If I find a chicken or whatever, I'll kill it. Shotties, I got 2 shotties. I got a pump action and I got a double barrel. I like the double barrel. When you're going inside of a house and you turn a corner and there's a zom right there, boom, double barrel right in the face. And the Magnum. I also use my bow and arrow all the time. Paintbrush, stone shovel. I prefer the steel shovel. Once you find yourself a steel shovel, just keep it and just repair it. Bunch of lockpicks, nothing there. A bunch of wood, ladders, wooden spikes, which are well, I mean, they're good when you start the game. Got those. I can put those in there. I have 1 corn on me. I will go put the corn over there. This is the basement. Again, the basement was divided here. This was a room, actually. There was a doorway here. This was a room. I kept this room, but there was another separation here, actually, where the beam was. I kept the initial, or the original, I should say, beams, because it looks nice, and you probably can't recreate this very easily. I dug, and then I dug everything. I reinforced all the brick walls, because they were just regular brick. I reinforced everything to concrete in the matter that zombies would dig underground and try to get inside the basement. My mixers, I got 2 of them. So I did do a lot of concrete blocks. As you can tell, I've done a lot of construction, so I needed 2 mixers. This, I can turn it off. I've been doing lots of gas. So when you do a stack of gas like this, it's 5 stacks of 10,000. So this is 50,000 liters or gallons of gas. Not sure which unit of measuring they use, but I use liters. So in my head, this is 50,000 liters of gas. That's awesome. And this is my forge. My forge is in the process of, actually I need more iron. I need a lot more iron. I'm going to grab some iron, a stack of 6,000. I'm going to put a stack of 6,000 right there, and I'm going to put that over there. So iron's low because I am doing forged iron, because you need forged iron to do iron spike traps. So if I go over here, iron, oh, not in the forge. Not in the forge, please. Not in the forge, iron. Alright, let's just go spike then. There you go. Iron spike trap. You need 4 forged iron to do 1 little spike trap. And as you can see, I've done a lot of them. This is your iron, your brass, your lead, your sand, your stone, your clay. You know how to play the game. This is my storage. My stones. 2 layers of stones. This is all my steel. I'm actually going to put this over here. These, again, are stacks of 6,000. This one. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. There you go. And I got more on this side as well. Now, one would wonder, how did I manage to get all this steel? I'll be showing you in just 1 minute. Brass, lead, nitric powder, coal. Yeah, coal. Cement powder, sand. You need all this stuff to be able to make the cement blocks, which is a pain in the butt. A whole bunch of stuff, crucibles, and then whatever these guys are called. Anvils, yeah, there you go, anvils, yeah. And then all blocks. I got iron blocks, steel blocks, wood blocks, and wet concrete blocks, glass blocks, whatever it may be. Alright, we're going to go down here first. This is tower number 1. But tower number 1 has the generator room. So I do have 1 generator hooked up. You put your 6 engines in there, you can turn it on. It's got fuel yet. So turn it on, boom. Your lights come on. I severed the wires. I used to have lights going all the way down the hallway. I severed the wires that went there. and I just kept candles. You know what? Rather than keeping an eye on the fuel for the generator, and also always having to come down here and keeping some fuel here and this and that, I just put candles everywhere. Candles never go out. Never ever. So in here I just have all my electrical stuff. Generators, motion sensors, pressure pads, lights, relays, wire relays, and timer relays. Yeah. All right, this is tower number 1. This is the original tower I did, and again, I dug all of this myself. I've never played this game itself with anybody else, so all this digging, all this building was done by me. No mods, no cheats, no nothing. It's just, I built everything. I dug everything out, I built everything. It took me a long freaking time to do it, but I have done it. Tower number 1, this is the first one I built. These trees were not there. I planted those trees as well. I wanted to make it look livable. I didn't want just one flat ground, even though you would think it's better for like hunting zombies. I wanted to look livable. I wanted it to look not too weird, I guess. So anyway, I put the pillars up, and then I just, you know, I thought that was a plane. I put a ladder here. The only thing that I don't like is, even though this is just like maybe a 1 inch or 2 inch thick slab, it still uses the same size as a full. So like you see, I can't put anything where the ladder is because it uses the size of a full block. Actually, it's behind. Yeah, it's behind. See, I can't go in there because it uses the size of a full block. And it was a nuisance when I did this up here. So this is just storage for, like I said, I wanted to play multiplayer. So if you, for example, choose to join my game, you can come up here in the tower, and I have weapons, all the weapons that I'm collecting. So level 6 weapons, when I collect them, I keep them, I bring them over here, and then if I don't have it, I store it here. My house is fully stored. Storage chest, secure storage, this is just food, and this is bullets. But the block idea, I could put a block just in the middle. I can put one up top, and I could put one in the middle, but I can't put one lower because this, being a 1 inch or 2 inch slab, acts as a full block. So I wanted to put like a couch up here and make it like a little living area, but the problem is the couch would have been at this height, so it wouldn't have worked. That's the one thing I don't like about those blocks, but there's not much I can do about that. So within each tower, there is access to go out. I placed a turret there, a turret there, a turret there, and a turret there. Don't forget not to invite zombies. They're not allowed. And then you have access to that. Yes, you can jump over it if you have enough of a good run. I made sure of that because if I'm being chased by zombies, I want to be able to jump. You can see all the old lights are still here. I still have to remove all those, all the wiring. I had lights going all the way inside the tower. If you put a light there and you put excuse me, if you put a light there and you put a light there, you would see the wire. It didn't look good. And in here I'm just keeping turret ammo. So whenever the turrets go down, which I have no idea how much ammo is in those turrets, you refill them. All right, and then I decided to build tower number 2, but that was like way after all of this was all built. So right now, if you're looking at the map, where we are right now, the road was existing there. But where we are was flush to this ground. So when I said outside that I built all of that ground, is because where we're standing right now, we wouldn't have been underground. So I built the terrain over top of my entire structure so I would be completely underground. I think like up to here I was underground, but the rest I wasn't. So underneath has a full steel structure because it's, I want to say 5 or 6 blocks height wise off the ground. I've tried many ways of just building a skeleton structure and it would collapse every single time after you get to a certain point. So underneath all of this is a complete steel structure. Now I just left the blocks bare as it is, just like that. I didn't need to reinforce them because it was just to support the rest. But all of this is all concrete blocks. and I put a turret there just for fun, and my gate. Now if you go on the other side of the gate, in the case that the zombies would get into this place, as you can see, this is where I started the video, right up there. That's the house I was gonna live in, and there you go. So I just drive my trucks in and out, just like that. Nobody knows about it, nobody sees it. Obviously zombies are stupid, so they're not gonna know, all right, there's something in there, boys. I got a bunch of spikes down there. Now I don't want to fall in there myself because there's no way out of this. Once you're in there, you are done. So I'm gonna try not to go in there. Luckily I can access my door from across like that, so that's pretty cool. I like that feature, and I keep it closed. And then it just goes to tower number 2, which was an addition later on once I had everything done. Let's run up there real quick. I've got the same thing on this side. I've got a door that has access. You can go outside, you can jump over this, you can, I don't know, you can do whatever you want. You can go for coffee. On this one here, I made it a little bit more livable. I got a couple of chairs, and I got myself a cooler. Nothing in the cooler, but I still got a cooler. And then the same thing up above, in the process of being constructed, as you can see. Like I said, I bought a new computer, therefore I haven't had time to play a lot of games. Between, you know, getting all my settings and everything back up and running, it was a challenge. Anybody that knows about changing computers, you know it's a challenge to change all your settings over and transfer all your files over. And I still have my old PC right behind me for all my save games, and yeah. So I just started playing this one today. Alright, so back into the original basement. This is the first tunnel that I made, and I have a whole bunch of pictures of the entire process when I did all the building and all the digging in this net. This goes to my garage. Yes, I've got 3 trucks. No, I don't need 3 trucks. What I wanted to do, and again, if you're interested and you want to do this, I really want to try this out. 3 guys or girls, whatever it may be. Well, I'm a guy, so it'll be 1 guy and maybe 2 girls. Whatever it is, we do a blood moon. And when the blood moon starts, we each get a truck. And we go. We go as far and as long as we can and see if we survive. Obviously, we're going to take some weapons with us. I don't have them on me, but you take some weapons with you. You can hold E and you go in your storage, and you got tons of storage in the pickup truck. Tons of it. You can jump in there and you can drive it. Now, this one here does have fuel because this is the one that I've been using. What's the damage on there? That's 77%. That's pretty good. These ones are brand new, brand spanking new. Never put a gas in there, nothing. That'd be awesome. I really want to try that out. I think that would be super cool. A fun little experience. So anyway, I built my garage, and then I started building there. This is my workbench, and this is where I keep my fuel, actually. I'm going to pop that in there. I'm going to pop this in there. So as I was digging this entire area, I started hitting an iron mine. And that's why there's a lot of iron up there in my storage. Well, it's part of the story. So my iron mine, my steel mine, led me to here. So I created a mine shaft. And down here, again, I've got tons of pictures. I can't, unfortunately, put them all in the video. Ask for an invite on Discord, and I'll show you all the pictures of the entire building process and when this was an actual mine. So all of this was an actual legit mine. And once I dried out the entirety of the mine, I just didn't want to just bury the hole. I wanted to make something nice out of it. So I built an apartment, you know, for you guys. All of you that want to come play with me. This is your apartment. You can store whatever you want here. You got a toilet. There you go. You got no water, but it's a fancy toilet. I splunged. I made sure to get the fancy toilet for you guys. I made it look nice. It's nice. It's livable. Can you sit on here? You can't sit on these. But you got a TV, and then I got 4 rooms. That's right. I got 4 of them. They're all identical to each other. You get a little bit of storage here. You get lockers for storage. You get that for storage. And you got even a beverage cooler for storage. Now, there's a door here. If you're looking at the map where we are pretty much like under the car garage right now. So if I were to continue digging straight out from this door, I would just end up on the hill that I created. The reason for this was it kind of looked like the mine was continuing down below. So I wanted to put an access, just in case I decide to ever dig out that mine. I'm gonna have access. So like I said, all the rooms are the same, 4 rooms, all identical. And then it goes lower because the mine, actually the mine kept going that way. But on that side was nitrate powder mine. Was it nitro powder? Nitro powder mine. I'm gonna call it nitro powder. So at that point I was already down here, so I figured, you know what, I'm just gonna keep going. I finished the entirety of the mine. I had iron and nitrate powder, and I grabbed some lead out of that as well. And then it left me with, you know, I'm gonna build all this. I still have to move disc so I can paint underneath there. That's just paint, by the way. I got a bed up there, made it look a little bit nice. Whole bunch of cupboards, got storage for days because I'm a goddamn hoarder. You all know that. I'm a hoarder. All right, let's get out of here. We're gonna go back up. We're gonna go back up, and we're gonna head towards the garden area. Oh, actually, no, the armory. So this is my armory. Close the door. All my weapons used to be upstairs. I made a, I guess it's a reinforced glass going here. This is the armory. All gun safes, the heavy duty, the big gun safes, and then all the guns that I have. Again, over hundreds of hours of collecting weapons. I've got all the tools, all the weapons that we're gonna need. Weapon parts, modifications, all the modifications here. The scopes are here, the lights, the grips. I've got grenades. I've got explosive contact grenades. I've got exploding arrows. I got flaming arrows. You know, I've got gunpowder, and I've got rockets and rocket fragments, and I got landmines. I got molotovs. I got dynamite. I've got it all. This is hollow point 9 mils, hollow point 7 mils, shotgun breaching slugs, turret ammo, armor piercing rounds. I've done a lot of work. And a little table, obviously, to load up your guns. Alright. Now, the garden, like I said, originally the tower was built to be a helicopter pad. I'm going to come down here in just a second. This thing collapsed on me a few times when I was in the process of building it. I did a tunnel all the way around it. In the case that the zombies, I didn't know how severe the zombies were going to be. So in the case that the zombies were going to destroy the outer wall or the inner wall, I could actually go all the way around it and repair it. You know what? We're so low under the ground right now that they'll never reach this. They'll just never reach this. And from down here, I just don't know. So originally, I didn't have the pillar here in the middle. It just didn't look nice, and I wanted some support because that floor over there wasn't there before. It just went straight up. But I adjusted to the situation and added the floor, and you're going to see what I've done with it. So I don't know what I'm going to do down here just yet, but it's all reinforced concrete blocks. I know it's not the most indestructible block in the game. The steel ones are the best, but it looks good. I love the look of this. To me, it looks good. Double doors to go outside with spikes all the way around, which, what I said, they're never, look how low we are. They're never going to get to that. They're absolutely never going to get to that. Now, I'm still in the process of doing it, and this is all going to be covered up because that is my walkway to go up to over there. But they're never going to get to that. It's just, if they do, man, holy crap. All right, up the stairs we go. Let's go up to the garden right away. What's grown, what's not grown? That's grown. No, that's done grown. Everything's done. Corn, yeah, everything's done. All right, let's collect some stuff while we're here. This has worked out a lot better as a garden area rather than the helicopter. Because regardless with the helicopter, or gyrocopter I should say, I still would have had to grab my loot that I have in storage, run all the way down the stairs, go all the way down the tunnel, all the way back to the house, unload everything, which I've done it a couple times, but I had to do like 2 trips, which would just be a nuisance after a while. And when I discovered that really the zombies don't really care about your vehicles, and you can, excuse me, you can leave them outside and they're not going to attack them, yeah, the gyrocopter just stays in the front now. But I honestly haven't used it in a while. So this is the garden area. I put a railing all the way around just to make sure I don't fall, because I've fallen before and I have died. Pretty sure I've died from this anyway. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, and then this is the kitchen I made for that. So I'm just going to store this right now over here. I'm still in the process of just storing this here because I just built this not long ago, so I don't have I don't have my stuff in the cupboards just yet. Those are blocks of glass, and yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good. So this is what I built. This, when I spoke about when I started my garage, I collected a lot of iron because there was an iron mine there. I discovered another mine over here. So this is just what I'm doing to get in and out of this mine, or up and down from this mine. It's starting to deplete itself now. So if you can tell, here used to be all iron as well over here. Now it's not. You guys, it's very dark for you guys. Very, very dark. But I'm 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I'm about 18 blocks down right now, and it keeps going. So that's all iron, and obviously just sand in the middle. So I take all the sand out, and it reveals all the iron. And once I have all the sand taken out, then I go with the pickaxe, and I just collect my iron all the way around in a circle until there's just no more. Now this is nitrate powder, I believe it's called. Nitrate powder. I will collect all of this nitrate powder as well, all the way up the top. And then I'll decide if I want to build something down here or just use topsoil and just refill. Most of the time that's what I do. I use topsoil and I just refill like I was never here. And then I go back up whenever I'm done. Oh. Up. Alright, so there you have it, boys and girls. A few of you have requested such video because of my my comments about what I actually did and all the digging that I've done and all the building that I've done. It's a lot of work. It was a lot of work, and it is a lot of work if you're intended in doing something like this. Although, if you're intended in trying to survive, I always think that being underground in a zombie apocalypse would be way better than being above ground. The problem is when I go in my garage and I have the enemies turned on, when I go in my garage, which is just about here, and I tinker or do anything, they can hear me and they come over here. Now they have a problem going up the hill, but they start beating at the hill. So they're going to start punching the hill until they actually make it through. Now I built this one hill here all the way around. So if it looks deformed, it's probably because I made it to look deformed, because I wanted it to look as natural as it would. But then they'll come in here because it's not finished yet. They're not dying. So they're getting stuck on this side and they're beating the wall over here. So I'm having to come in here, and I don't need it right now. I'm good. But I'm having to come in here and then rebuild this because they just keep knocking right here. They just keep punching it. See? So once this is finished, it's going to look so much better, and I'm going to be good at turning on the zombies. But even if they come in here and they start punching, by the time they actually make it through anything, I'm gonna come over and I'm going to kill them. It's just going to be that simple. So there you have it, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes. There is the house. There is the original house that I've moved into. And I am going to install my editing software. I am going to edit this video. I am going to add a few pictures at the end, not too many. You want to see more, you're going to have to ask for an invite. And we'll go from there. If you're interested in playing the game with me, let me know down in the comment section. I would love to have some good people to play with for sure. We can play in this one, or we can start a brand new one. I would vote more as let's start a brand new one together. Enemies on, obviously. Maybe no blood moons at first. But let's start a new game together. And then if you're just interested, if you girls or boys want to just jump in a truck during a blood moon and just gun it, go as far as you can, as long as we can survive, hit me up down in the comment section. We'll jump into trucks. I got 3 trucks, and I got all the tools and parts to be able to build more trucks. We can build more trucks. I got those. I'm sure I got those. I'm sure I got those. If not, I can make them. I got all the parts to make them. I don't know what's the max of people we can have in the game. We want to be 5, we want to be 6. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let me know in the comment section down below. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Alright, dudes and dudettes, I figured it would be a little bit easier for me to do it this way. I'm just going to go through a few pictures here on my computer. And again, if you want more pictures, just ask for a link down below. I'm going to share it with you. We're going to get together. So, the original house where I moved in, this was the upstairs. What we're looking at right now is the door that was heading out to the porch, I believe. And all the different... No, see, the porch is right here on the right. The stairs are right down here. There was a bedroom here going to the porch. This was a window. This is where I put my ladder to go up to the roof where used to be my garden. And then on the left used to be 2 bedrooms. That was the main floor of the house. Had a little bit of a kitchen in this area. Nothing built there. Obviously, the fireplace, as I said, I kept in place. And just the rusted, rotten wood look, the crappy doors and everything else. And this was the basement. As you were coming down in the basement, you had a desk there with filing cabinet and then all the divisions, like I said, which I destroyed. Now this is once I started rebuilding the upstairs. I destroyed the wall behind me. I kept that one there as a separation, which is still there to this day. And I started doing all the curves around on the ceiling. That's when I started digging. This is my original dig from the basement going into where the trucks are parked, so the garage. So again, I dug everything. As I dug, I worked my way down. Those are all on an angle, and you know, it looks good. So it's all reinforced on the sides as well as on the top and on the bottom. As you can tell, it goes down lower here. The blocks are going down. Those are all angled blocks. I didn't want just the stairs. I felt like it was going to be claustrophobic if you just had the stairs and then walls right next to the stairs. I wanted it a little bit wider. So I did it this way. Reinforced top and bottom going down on an angle. As you see, the progress is coming along. And this is the garage. Once the garage was finished and built finally, nothing was in there yet. I didn't have the truck. And then this is where the mine kept going. So this is the road leading out into the... I guess the mouth of the garage. And then right about here, well, on this wall is where the armory is, and right about here is where it goes down, where the mine continued, which I have now the apartment. This is the tunnel that I dug to go up to the tower, which again was originally supposed to be the helicopter pad. So that's what I did. I dig all the way out, and just height-wise, I built the entire foundation from the bottom. And then once I had my entire foundation at the bottom, I started building my walls on the sides and then my ceiling, and then worked out. I actually took this screenshot while I was in the process of building the tower going up because of all the grass in the middle. My health was super low. All of that actually caved in on me. I didn't know I was that close to the actual surface when I was digging, and I guess I dug to the point where there was just not much holding on anymore, and it just all came down and collapsed. Luckily, it didn't collapse my structure itself. It just collapsed the ground, and it didn't kill me, so it was good. But there's the building aspect, all steel blocks. I didn't know about the concrete blocks by then, so I was going steel, and then I discovered that I can go from steel to concrete, which was, I know, everybody's going to be telling me it was a waste of resources, but I was new at the game at that point. I didn't know. And then that's the, so this is inside the original mine from the garage. On the wall, this was all the nitrate powder. I tried to get the best screenshots that I could. Unfortunately, a lot of them were dark, so I just kept to those ones. But that's the stairs going down to the apartment now. As you can tell from the original video, all the walls completely finished, and it's so much nicer. There's a tower outside as I was in the process of changing the blocks from steel to concrete. I don't know, it is what it is. I mean, it's 2 blocks wide all the way around, and then 1 gap, and then another block wide. So technically, it's like 3 blocks, but 4 blocks wide with the gap inside. This thing is beefy. I mean, like I said, if zombies getting in there, man, there's something going on somewhere. There's the garage. The road, I guess, to the garage that I built, like I told you guys, the entire structure of steel underneath. You couldn't just have this floating. I tried it. It wasn't working. It collapsed. I've lost a lot of resources. You need to have a structure underneath. Now, I tried wood blocks, and wood blocks were not doing the job. It would still end up collapsing after a certain point with the weight, which I love about the game. It's got actual weight aspects to it. It's collapsing. It's awesome. I love it. So I had to do a full steel structure all the way around it. But since I knew it was going to be covered with topsoil, and it wasn't actually going to be a defense spot because the floor is built out, I left it at that. There's the other side of it. The garage, well, the house is right up here in the top right corner. This goes into the garage and the bottom structure. And then this one here had the walls going all the way down. This entire area is all covered with topsoil. You don't see this anymore. If you watch the video again, you're going to see that that's just a huge mountain that looks natural as hell. Just because I spent a lot of time collecting clay to make topsoil. That's the top side of it, as it was completely built. So I built it up here like this so that the gate would actually be able to go up. Originally I had it flat and the gate just wasn't going up. But this, as you can see, the topsoil on top of the structure, and I'm in the process of building my way up and actually covering everything up. Again, here on the side, it's not covered up just yet, but the entirety of the top is covered up. So I'm still in the process of finishing that off. And I do believe, yeah, that's the last one. So there you go. That's the last one that I'm going to share with you guys. Not completely finished. On the side, you can see I started, but it's not completely to the front just yet. And again, I only have the one tower, which is, there's no lights or there's nothing. So this is a pretty old screenshot. I was level 173. I'm in level 200 now. By the looks of it, I didn't even have a truck. So I see a gyrocopter there and I see the bike there. So I didn't have a truck. But hey. So that's going to be it, boys and girls. Again, if you want to play some games with me, if you want to jump in the game, if you want to do the Blood Moon thing with the truck, and boys or girls, jump on in. Let me know down in the comment section. I will share a Discord invite with you so we can get that done. Bring your friends. Let's get her done. If you're looking for more pictures on the entire build, tips and tricks, again, down below in the comment section. And I will see you in the next video.